And if you're here, give me a hello. I love to see who's here. I'm checking because I know this is the part of going live. You never know what's going to happen. So we just wrapped a powerful messaging mastery workshop last week. It was a three-part series. And I actually had someone yesterday tell me that after watching the workshop, she was so inspired by what we went over that she literally had a sales call and booked a client. So it's really cool. So if you do, you guys want to see it? Because I think we took the replays down. If you want to see the three-part messaging mastery workshop, I will. We have something special that I'm going to invite you to have a look at. So we have a special replay page, and if you want that, just comment replay, and we'll reach out to you with that. Okay, so let's get rolling. Clarity to Cash. I thought the title was kind of fun. But before, I also want, if you attended our workshop or if you didn't, we have really big news because it's the end of the year. And the end of the year means a whole new year starting, obviously. But that also means something else. That also means that we are kicking off the new year with some powerful programs. One that I would say, I think we're quite famous for this at this point. I think I can say that. I can say famous is Ignite because we do something unlike anyone else. And I'll tell you why I can say that. We really bring it out, everything about you, and ignite your overall messaging, your overall brand messaging, so that you can create your one-of-a-kind brand where there is no competition, including your Hell Yes offer. It's pretty amazing. We do it in a 2-month, really focused, small container. You get a ton of direction with me, with the group. It's pretty epic, and all of our clients run through this process. So we still have a few spots left, and I actually opened up my calendar. If you're like, man, I've been hearing about this Ignite thing, I'll tell you more at the end of this, but I just want to say this is definitely worthy of a big announcement. So we're going to talk today about how clarity can bring you cash, because it absolutely can. In fact, I'm going to share a personal story with you. So I just told you we just had this big workshop, and we've been doing some things because we have to be making adjustments because, as you guys know, the whole online marketing space has changed drastically, and I feel like the effects are being felt in the last year. I've been talking to a lot of people, and they're like, oh my God, the stuff that we used to do, it just doesn't work anymore. And these are people that have very, very successful businesses. So it's really interesting to have these conversations, and I've seen the shifts too. And this is where clarity does make money. Because if you're clear, and I'll talk about what I mean by that, you absolutely can, even now, even with all the shifts in the online space, you absolutely can build a highly successful business. So here's my personal story. So this last quarter, my business here, we just had our biggest quarter of the year. So with new business, over 150,000, I'm just being perfectly honest. This has been an interesting year. There's been a lot of changes. And so when I hear people say, well, that's what I want to make in a year, yes, you absolutely can do that. And this is because we're using our Lighthouse brand system. It's all based on clarity. We start everyone with it. We have to get the clarity first. So, in fact, for me, I've been messaging on repeat for the last few months, the same basic messaging clarity. That's what I've been actually saying on repeat, messaging clarity. I want to be known for that. That is what we're able to do with our clients in a very unique, specific way so that you can become a lighthouse brand for the people that need to find you. So I'm sharing what we do because that's what we teach. So I even did this, so get this, on one main channel. I actually pulled off, which is crazy. I pulled off of Instagram. I've just posted a little bit over there because it was taking me a lot of time, and I'm looking at where am I getting the biggest bang for my effort. I want to do less better. I want my clients to do less better. And I also kind of wanted to test this. And I realized I'm also live streaming right now to LinkedIn, hi LinkedIn, and YouTube. And yeah, we do stuff over there too. But I wanted to test and see if we went all in on one platform and I chose Facebook. Let's see what could happen. Now, you might want to go all in on LinkedIn. Works over there great. Or Instagram, super. The point is, I want to see if we can bring in the clarity, simplify, and still have a thriving business. And the answer is absolutely. So I'm of the mindset that I don't want to be working my tail off all over the place, spinning in circles. I would like to figure a way that we can do less better, still have an impactful, amazing business. And then if you focus more effort on one social channel versus spreading yourself too thin, you're just gonna simplify things. That said, I certainly am at a point where now I can take all this and just put it in all the channels, right? And if you have team, that's easier too. I do my own content, one person, just me. Because for one reason, I like to have that direct connection with my audience. I want them to hear my voice. I want it to be authentic. And it's also really simple for me to do because I'm very focused and clear with my messaging. So it's very easy for me just to come up with simple stuff. And we have a process for that also allows that for you to have that simplicity with your messaging. But I'm sharing this, like, why am I telling you all this? This whole talk today is about how clarity makes money. And clear messaging happens when we know exactly what our ideal clients want today, right now. And that's usually a gap. We typically think, yeah, I know what they want. And then I'll ask questions like, when's the last time you've done some interviews? Like, it's been probably a year. Well, then you don't, because the world just changed. It's still changing. We're changing so fast right now, the whole online landscape is changing. And we have a process for that. We even have actual scripts. We do interviews in Ignite. We're actually onboarding people right now, and we're giving them access directly to that so you can get started, even though we actually begin in January, because we need to really understand what does our ideal clients, the ones that we love working with, that we get the best results with, what do they want right now, today, where they would basically just, grab their credit card and just throw it in your face and like, I'm in. We have to get that clear. That's a clarity issue. It's more than that. It's mindset and clarity, but we've got to get to that place so that all of our content is aligned with them. So that allows really your messaging to be really simple. And again, yeah, I love that word simple. That's what I'm almost wondering if that should be my word for next year, but I'm a little afraid to use that because when you pick a word for the year, you'll get the exact opposite. Okay, so back to clear messaging. When our content is aligned to our messaging, again, things are just streamlined. And, so the first thing that we do with all of our clients is a process called, becoming a lighthouse brand. We start with igniting the movement. What do I mean by that? It's building this clarity. And in order to do that, we actually start with you first. We don't start with, let's start creating some messaging. We have to start with you first. And I want to start with, why do you even have this business anyway? And I want to hear more about, and you probably have your own personal reasons, and you should. Being an entrepreneur is no easy feat. But there's probably something in you that is wanting to do something for others. That's usually a part of that too. You want to make an impact. And I want to know about that because I want to help you get that message out to your audience because your audience actually cares about that. So instead of thinking, how can I just sell my thing? Because that's where we usually get to, like, I need sales. How can I sell my thing? That doesn't actually bring you sales. I don't know if you've noticed that. So we need to be thinking, I want you thinking bigger. I want you realizing that you are a brand and you can stand for so much more than I have this thing I'm selling. what is the movement that you're here to lead? And if you're looking at me going, what does she mean? Yeah, I am. I'm asking you, what is the movement that you're here to lead? Because when you can think that big and go bigger, it's very magnetic because now you're speaking about something that's tapping into an emotional desire for your audience, that they want to be a part of something like that. They want to be in that movement with you. Well, let me tell you a little story. So apparently today is Taylor Swift's birthday. You guys might have seen that because, oh my God, this woman is everywhere. It's kind of unbelievable. I have to admit, I'm not, I don't get to be called a Swiftie. I'm not a Swiftie. I don't know all her songs, but I admire her very much as an artist and as a businesswoman. And I don't think it's a surprise. I mean, we should not be shocked that Harvard and colleges all over the place are creating business classes discussing Taylor Swift and her business model. They're discussing her business model. I mean, she's now worth $1.1 billion. Really remarkable, a remarkable feat. The things she's accomplished this year this is definitely the year of Taylor Swift. I mean, Times Person of the Year, etc. But here's what she's doing. I like to look at this from my marketing strategy standpoint. She's doing so many things, right? She's very savvy. She's rallying her audience, and she has been from the get-go. She knows this. So she stands for so much more than being a female singer-songwriter. So much more. And I know it has everything to do with why she is where she is today, with an incredible movement. Look at what she stands for. When you think about the many movements, she has many. She stands up to bullies like Kanye West. She stands up for girls and women to follow their dreams. I mean, she stands up to the man, big corporations, by taking back the rights to her music and re-recording her old albums. Genius. She stands up for artists by standing up and making deals with Spotify that ensures that the other artists are also going to be represented in a particular way. It's pretty incredible. So she's got all these people, all these waves, all these movements combined, building together. It's kind of, now she's got football. I mean, she's got so many things going on. But she stands for so much more than singer-songwriter. I mean, look at that from that perspective. She is literally rallying a movement, many movements. You can certainly rally at least one, because there's something that you do that makes a difference in the world. And when you're able to tap into that with your messaging, it's so much bigger than, I have this thing to sell. You want to buy my thing. So big brands know this. They've been doing this for eons. But it all starts with you getting clear. What are you here to do with your brand? And being able to have that clarity allows your messaging to really just kind of flow out. You don't need the templates. You don't need yes, we have a process that can tickle out some things, but it's all pointing into one direction of, what is your brand known for? What do you do unlike any other? So if you're listening to this and you're like, okay, that's cool, I want that. Who wants to rally their audience? I mean, let's make some noise in the comments. I love seeing who's with me here, and I can see the comments. So say rally if that's you in the comments. I would love to see who's here. And I'd love to see if that's resonating with you, right? Don't you want to rally your audience in a way that has them saying yes with whatever it is that you put in front of them? That's the goal. And you can do this. You absolutely can. So this is about creating a lighthouse brand where you become known for your specific X factor, where you're positioned as a one-of-a-kind must-have, where there's no competition. If you create that, you just can't get this anywhere else that does it this unique way, you're already creating your own lane. And that's what we help you do. Because when you can get that kind of clarity, there is no one else. And here's the second thing that has to happen with that clarity process is we have to fully understand the people that we want to work with. Our favorite people that we love working with are our favorite type of clients. So again, I'm going to bring Taylor back into this. She's brilliant when it comes to this. So you look at her music, her online presence. She is speaking directly with her audience. She's right there with them. She's not speaking at them. She's not above them. She is very relatable. That's one of the words that when you read about her and like, why is she so successful? She comes across as very relatable. This is a billionaire now. And it's like, yeah, we just, we feel like she sees and hears us. It's because she really understands her audience really well. That's a critical part of all of this. So your messaging needs to be exactly at the level of your specific audience. So I'm going to say this when I review people's content, because I do this with our members. I'll go over and review their overall content. And I do it with others too. But one thing that I'll look for is often this happens where we get off track. We think we're saying all the right things, and I'll look at it and I can just jump into that, ideal client's mind really quickly. I'm highly trained at this. I've been doing it forever. And I'll look at it and I'll realize, okay, I know you think you're saying something that's speaking to directly what they want, but you're talking about what you think they want. And it's not what they're saying. So let me rephrase that. What you think they need is not typically what they say they want. You have to know that. We have a process for doing that in Ignite. We actually even have, we do market research. We have a very simple script. In fact, our new members are getting those right now so that they can do their market research. But we have to understand our audience. And this allows us to, step 3, to build a better vehicle. And you need to have a hell yes offer. A lot of people, when they start working with us, or people that I talk to that say, I am not getting clients. I need to look at all of how are they currently getting clients? If it's by referral, great. That's awesome. We love that. Most of my clients start there. But if you want to grow beyond that referral base, then you need to have marketing that is clearly messaging to exactly what your clients want and aligning with what you do, unlike anyone else. That's what we bridge. That's what we do. And you need to have what I call a hell yes offer. This isn't about creating your actual program or how you deliver your offer and all that stuff. Because it's not about the process. We have steps. I'll get into that later. But this is about how you make sure what you're offering is what they actually want, for starters. And I mean what they want right now. This isn't and someday, or, it'd be nice to have. Those don't sell. And you probably know that. Nice to have sounding offer doesn't sell. That's nice content doesn't pull people in. They just do a little heart and move on. We've got to get much more in tune with our audience and building relationships with the people around us. That is something that we do. That's part of our lighthouse effect, is really becoming that full lighthouse where people are coming to you going, that's what I want. I want messaging clarity. I want to be able to grow my business. 4 times what I'm at now, 10 times what I'm doing, whatever that is for you. So a hell yes offer does this. And it has nothing to do with the price. This is not about having a low ball offer. I actually don't even believe in those. I don't think any small business should be competing on price. That's what big box giant corporations do in mass quantity. You are one person building a business. You should be thinking about, how do I build a premium business that is high touch, that I can serve at a high level with massive value, and then you get to charge more for that. That's how you grow a healthy business, when you're one person building that business. So aligning your offer with your audience. is how you create this hell yes offer. And I mean, how do we even message this offer out into the world, right? Because you have to be able to message it. Even when you get on a sales call, you have to be able to message the things that they're wanting versus, oh, I have this really cool process. Let me get out my data sheets. Nobody actually really cares about the process. They care about getting the final product, the final transformation of what they actually desire for them. And it's a very emotionally attached feeling, by the way. So if you're wanting to get a hell yes from your offer, drop a hell yes in the chat. Just drop a hell yes in chat because we also have something for you. We actually did a day 3. If you missed it, we can get you the replay because I walk through the steps on how to do this. So drop a hell yes if you want to have a hell yes offer. So kind of to cap all this forward, I usually go live every Wednesday, except over the holidays. We'll take a little break at this time for about 20 minutes. And we're at the 22 mark, so I'm going to start wrapping. But clear messaging leads to more impactful marketing and higher conversion rates. It absolutely 100% does. So again, I want to just say that if you're watching this and you're like, I know I need this, I say it's time to ignite your entire business. And that's why it's called, wrong side, Ignite. This is our hell yes offer. So this is everything you need to get absolute clarity on what you're known for. You'll have a simple process that's step by step. I'm highly involved in the entire process. I will be with you as you finalize your Lighthouse brand blueprint that includes all of your clear messaging, your target audience, what you're known for, down to your hell yes offer. It's pretty dynamic. So again, we're onboarding for that now, and I have opened a few more calls. So if you're like, I really want this, book a clarity call with me. I mean, maybe we won't work together, but if you're listening to this saying, I know I need this, then book a call. Because we'll get on a call and we'll see if this is something that will work for both of us. And I can tell you a little bit more about what that would look like for you. And I'll also say you want to get on my calendar because I am leaving town in a week. I'm going on vacation and I'm closing my calendar down and I will be gone. I will be offline. So I definitely would love to speak with you if you're listening to this and saying, I know I need it. In the meantime, I will see you next Wednesday. One final hello as we ring out this year and bring in a new one. I'll be live with you next Wednesday. And until then, you guys have a great day and looking forward to talking with you guys. Thank you so much.